Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Make It Yourself. Today we are going to make this really quick and easy Christmas tree ornament. I've made this in 3 different colors. You can make this in the color of your choice, and based on the yarn size and the hook size you can change the size of the tree. As you can see here, I have used 2 different kind of yarns here, and based on that you can see the difference in the size of both these Christmas tree ornament. Do refer to the description of this video to get details on the things needed for today's project. Here I will just show you a little bit about the yarn that I'm going to use for today's project. So this is a yarn from Lion brand, and you can see the other details in the label, and I'm going to use a hook of 3.5 mm. So I'm going to make this tree in red color. The other two I have made it in green and off-white. I'm going to start off by making a slip knot, and after making the slip knot I'm going to make a chain of 12. So chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, chain 4, chain 5, chain 6, chain 7, chain 8, chain 9, chain 10, chain 11, and chain 12. Now for round number 1 we will be making one single crochet in each of the stitch, and we will start from the first stitch from the hook. So make a single crochet on the very next stitch, skip one stitch and make a single crochet on the very next stitch from the hook, and continue making one single crochet in each of the next few stitches. So by the end of this row number 1 you should have a total of 11 single crochets. So continue making the single crochets till the end of the chain, and since we have 11 single crochets we will try to find the midpoint. So the midpoint will be the 6th stitch, and we will have 5 single crochets on either side. So here, once we're done with this first row, we are going to mark the middle stitch. So count 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So mark the 6th stitch using a stitch marker. If you do not have a stitch marker, you can use a yarn, small yarn of different color to mark it. So you will have 5 stitches on either side of the marked stitch. Now we're going to row number 2. So for that, first we're going to chain 1 and turn our work, and going forward we'll be working only on the back loop of the stitches. So here this is the back loop, and here I'm going to first make one single crochet. So make single crochets till you reach the stitch marker, and that will be 5 single crochets. So make 5 single crochets in the first 5 stitches, and after that you will have the marked stitch. So once you're done with 5 single crochets, remove the marker, and here too you will be working only in the back loop. So into this back loop of the 6th stitch, first make one single crochet, then make a chain of 1 and place a marker on this chain 1. So take the marker and place it on this chain 1 stitch, and make one more single crochet into the same 6th stitch. Now you have a remaining 5 more stitches, but we'll be making stitches on the next 4 stitches alone. So make 4 single crochets. This is the first single crochet, the second single crochet, the third single crochet, and the fourth single crochet. So we will be skipping the last stitch. So here we will skip one stitch at the end. We're going to chain one and turn our work. Now for this row, that is row number 3, here too we'll be working only in the back loop. We'll be making first 5 single crochet in the first 5 stitches. So first single crochet, second single crochet, third single crochet, the fourth single crochet, and the fifth single crochet. So make the fifth single crochet and you would reach the marked chain 1. So here too you will be working only in the back loop of the chain 1. So in the back loop you're going to make first one single crochet followed by a chain 1, and we will place the marker back into this chain 1, and we're going to make one more single crochet in the same back loop of this chain 1. Now on the other side we are going to make 5 single crochets. It has 6 stitches, so we will be skipping the last stitch. So one single crochet, this second single crochet, the third single crochet, the fourth single crochet, and the fifth single crochet. So after the fifth single crochet you'll notice that there is one stitch that we're going to skip. So here we had skipped one stitch after this round or this row, and here we're skipping another one single crochet. So on both sides we have skipped one single crochet. Now we're going to chain one and turn our work. Now for this particular row, row number 4, we are going to make 6 single crochet in the first 6 stitches until we reach the marked stitch. So we have 6 stitches till we reach the marked stitch. So into each of them in the back loop we are going to make one single crochet in each. So once we are done with 6 single crochet, we'll remove the marker, and like always we are going to use the back loop of this chain 1, and we're going to make one single crochet, make a chain of 1, and mark this chain of 1 using the marker, and we're going to make one more single crochet into the same stitch, and then we are going to make 4 single crochets, and we're going to skip 2 stitches at the end. So previously we have skipped one stitch at the end on either sides. Now we're going to skip 2 stitches at the end. So make 4 single crochets and you will see that there are 2 stitches remaining. Skip those 2 stitches and chain 1 and turn your work. So we have skipped 2 stitches on this side. Now for this row also we will skip 2 single crochets at the end. So until you reach the marked stitch, you will have 5 stitches. So make 5 single crochets in these 5 stitches, and once you reach the marker after the 5 single crochets, you'll remove the marker and into the back loop make one single crochet, chain 1 and another single crochet, and mark the chain 1 using the marker. So make the next single crochet in the same stitch. So one single crochet, chain 1 and one single crochet. Now make 5 single crochet, and you will notice that at the end you have 2 stitches left. So make 5 single crochets in the next 5 stitches, make 5 single crochets in the next 5 stitches, and at the end you should be left with 2 single crochets that you're gonna skip. So we have skipped 2 single crochets on either side now. So we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now for row number 6 we are going to make 6 single crochets in 6 stitches, until we reach the marker. So the second single crochet, the third single crochet, the fourth single crochet, the fifth single crochet, and the sixth single crochet. Now remove the stitch marker and into the stitch make one single crochet, chain one, mark the chain one, and make one more single crochet in the same stitch. Now we will be making 3 single crochets in the next 3 stitches. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and 3 single crochet. And after that you will have 3 stitches left. So we're going to skip 3 stitches now. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And now we're into row number 7. So here we'll be making 4 single crochets until we reach the marked stitch. So the first single crochet, the second single crochet, third single crochet, and the fourth single crochet. Now remove the stitch marker and make 1 single crochet, chain of 1, mark this chain of 1, and make another single crochet in the same stitch. Now make 4 single crochets on the other side of the marker. So the first single crochet, second single crochet, the third single crochet, and the fourth single crochet. After that you will notice that there are 3 stitches left, so we're going to skip this 3 stitches. So we have skipped 3 stitches on either sides now. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. So now we're into row number 8 and we're going to make 5 single crochets till we reach the marker. So this is the second single crochet, the third single crochet, the fourth single crochet, and the fifth single crochet. Now into the marked stitch we are going to make 1 single crochet followed by a chain of 1, mark this chain of 1, and make 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. Now on the other side of the marker we are just going to make 1 single crochet and we're going to skip 4 stitches. So just make 1 single crochet and you'll be skipping the remaining 4 stitches on this side. So after skipping 4 stitches we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. So here we are going to make 2 single crochets until we reach the marker. So the first single crochet followed by the second single crochet. Now into this marked stitch here we're going to make 1 single crochet, and instead of a chain 1 this time we're going to make a chain of 2 because this is the last row and we want a pointy edge to the Christmas tree. So we are making a chain of 2 and then 1 single crochet in the same stitch, and after this we're going to make 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches and you will be skipping 4 stitches at the end. So make 2 single crochets and there'll be 4 stitches remaining and we'll be skipping these stitches. Now since this is the last row we're just going to chain 2 and we're going to slip stitch back into the same stitch, and then we're going to chain 1 and I'll pull the yarn tight to make a knot and then I'll trim off this yarn. So here the body of our Christmas tree is ready. I'm going to stitch in the tail yarn. You can use a needle or a smaller crochet hook to stitch in the tail yarn. I prefer using a smaller crochet hook. I'm just going to pull this tail yarn through few of the existing stitches or existing um, through the body of the pattern, and then once the yarn is secure, I'm going to trim off the extra yarn. Similarly for the other tail yarn also, I'm just going to use a smaller crochet hook and pull the tail yarn through few of the existing stitches and then trim off the extra yarn. You can also dab a glue to the end of the tail yarn so that it does not come off easily. Once the body of the Christmas tree is done, we are going to make the base of this pattern. So for that I'm going to use brown yarn. So I'm using this brown yarn and I'm going to fold it such that I have 4 or 5 strands of this brown yarn. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. Here I'm just making sure that I have 4 strands of brown yarn, and I'm cutting the edges so that I have exactly 4 strands in my hand. You can add more or less as per your preference. Now I'm going to identify the center of this base of the Christmas tree, and through that I'm going to pull this bunch of yarn, and then I'm going to place a knot as shown here. Once you have placed the knot, you can keep this strands like longer if you prefer. I prefer to cut it, so I'm going to just arrange them in this way, and I'm going to trim it off around 3 inches or so. So here the base of the Christmas tree is done, and as you can see it's a pretty simple pattern. Now for the top I'm just going to use the same red color yarn, and I'm going to pull this yarn through the top of the Christmas tree. This can be used to hang the uh, ornament to the Christmas tree if you want to use it as a Christmas tree ornament. And the ends of the yarn, I'm not using a normal loop, I'm using a magic knot to tie the ends of this yarn, and I'll trim off the extra yarn. So here we have this loop attached to the top of the tree, and if you want you can also use a bead at the top as shown here. So here our pattern is ready, and as you can see it's a pretty simple and easy pattern. You can use them as a pleat to attach it to garments or other Christmas gifts like hats and scarves, and you can also use it as a bookmark or a Christmas tree ornament. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Do subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon for notifications on new videos. To give me a thumbs up if this video was useful for you, and thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day guys.